All right, folks, we are about to get underway. Can you see the slides? Just want to get a few thumbs up before we get into this. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, just one more adjustment on my side and we will be rocking and rolling. Okay, so. All right, so thank you and welcome everybody to our fourth monthly Anansi Tech Community Meeting. This one's for April 2024. As you can see, here's our agenda. We have our opening remarks. Our arrivals came first when y'all heard all the music and everything. That was our arrival time. And then we're having our opening remarks and agenda, the greeting time. We'll look at our team. We'll do a little bit of announcements, and then we'll get into speaker time. And then at the end, we have some networking time. So for those of you who haven't met us yet, here is the Anansi Tech team, community team. Here's all the leads, the co-founders, and our various roles. And my name is Nakia Carter, and I'm today's host. Now about Anansi. So Anansi Tech is a community group, a user group, or a community-based group where different types of folks will get together, from professionals to enthusiasts, all get together to learn, but also to network and then also share ideas. So we're not just here to talk at you, we're here for you to also be a part of the community and do some speaking as well. The community links are also provided on the slide here, but I also provide that at the end of the event via QR code. So if this is hard for you to get, don't worry, there'll be QR codes at the end. And just like every event, we would love for you to get social. So please, if you would like to get social on LinkedIn, use the hashtags Anansi Tech Community or Anansi Tech. And Anansi is ANANSE. All right. So all call. So we're looking for everybody, okay? We're looking for speakers, more speakers, sponsors, and volunteers. So for those of you who would be looking to speak, we have a form for you to fill out. You can use that QR code here on the slide. Very easy for you to use that. But you know, this is the time for you to try out your communication and presentation skills. So for those of you who are new to speaking or never spoke before, this is a safe space for you to speak. For those of you who may have spoken before but may be a bit rusty, this is a place to improve those skills. This is a place for techies to share the tech topics and things that they've learned. And this is a place for those who are maybe more seasoned in career or seasoned in tech to share technical advice, to share technical career advice, and to share the different things that they've learned. For sponsoring, right now we're an online community, but we're going to switch to hybrid at some point. So we are looking for sponsors to help us with food and beverage when we have our place where folks will go meet, possibly even sponsor the room. So if you have a space that you would be willing to sponsor in Ghana, please let us know. Also folks who would be willing to sponsor things like swag and prizes. So it doesn't have to be a dollar amount. You could contribute something. If you're a technical author, you may want to contribute one of the books that you've written, for example. So we were looking for all types of things that we can use for a sponsorship, especially when we go to hybrid mode where we'll have online, the meeting will be online as well as have a in-person capability. So if you're looking to sponsor, also for the tech conference that we plan on putting, it might not be this summer. Actually, I should change that to say next summer. But if you're looking to sponsor, that would also be helpful. And volunteers, we're looking for all types of volunteers, ones that help us, people to help with hosting the meetings, which will help with presentation, help with the monthly meeting plannings, speaker engagement, helping with making sure the speakers are here on time and all of that, management of the community and helping with the community forum, you know, keeping the community lively and vibrant. sponsor engagement and management, and conference planning, of course. So if you're interested in volunteering, this could also be something that could go on your resume for those of you who don't know about things like that. That's a piece of career advice. Things like this you could put on your resume. So there's that. So community announcements. Here's a few community announcements of things that are going on and relevant to this community. The Ghana, there's two Ghana conferences. One's in May, and the other one I can't really see it's at the end of April, I believe. Oh, actually, the top one apologies. The Tech Connect one has already passed. The top one has already passed, but the bottom two, the May Ghana conference, still going on, of course, because it's for May. And the MSP community calls are still a call that you can join as a Microsoft partner or as a techie interested in Microsoft stuff, but you will have to sign up as a Microsoft partner to join these technical calls that give you information on Microsoft tech that's only available to Microsoft partners. So if you want to know how to get in contact or how to register for that event, that type of thing, reach out to us at anancitechcom@outlook.com. And that com is with one M instead of two M's, so you know. Okay, so for this portion, I'm going to have one of my co-founders join, and he's going to talk to this slide. So Harry?
Good evening, everyone. Each one, teach one is not a new term. It's not something I made. It's nothing I created myself, but each one, teach one embodies the spirit of mentorship and collaboration. It's about recognizing that each one of us have a valuable knowledge and skill to share with each other. By actively engaging in mentorship and knowledge sharing, we can foster a culture of learning, growing within our tech communities, and let's embrace each other's Tech One mindset and commit ourselves to empowering each other and our tech communities. So together we could build a stronger tech industry for everyone. So each one teach one is about each one of us teaching each other and encouraging others to join us to the things like these community calls, to learn, to grow, to build their careers. Thank you very much. And back to you, Nikki.
All right, thank you, Harry. Yes. Yeah, should have dropped the mic on that one because that is definitely something that we need to make sure that we're doing in order for us all to grow, just period, as people, but especially in tech, because tech is always moving fast. We need to make sure we're networking and we're sharing ideas, we're sharing each other's work, and we're communicating, collaborating, and encouraging each other. All right, so Microsoft, ooh, wait a minute. Apologies. I'm not sure. Oh, Harry, can you please take the slide as well?
The co-founder, chairwoman, and CEO of Engage Media. Engage Media Company is a digital media production and services company where we develop video games, immersive experiences, augmented reality, mixed reality, virtual reality. Our customers are within the museum space, the education space, the industrial education, training, and certification space, as well as the governmental space. I got involved with digital media and AI as a little girl dreaming of always wanting to be in media and animation. I wanted to fulfill that purpose. And for me, purpose was being in the media and entertainment space in two areas. One, driving it with technology and content, and having my own company. And I just love it. I don't get enough of it.
Integral is the integration of people, technology, and change. We focus on people, their diversity, what makes us all unique. We integrate that or leverage technology over that change. Any obstacles with people communicating, collaborating, we allow technology to be the glue that enables that. I would do technology even if I didn't get paid for it. When I was young, my parents, I don't know how they afforded it, but they bought us a Tandy computer. My heroes are my parents, hands down. They worked overtime and made sure that we had it From that spawned an intrigue in computers and computing, and we're here today because of that.
Stimulus is a relationship intelligence SaaS platform that uses data and analytics to really help companies make better purchasing decisions and make sure that we are restructuring capital back into Black communities. The benefit of being a Black business owner is the understanding of how to really grow our community and support our community. We're thinking about jobs, we're thinking about how do we build things for the masses, but also for our people, and making sure that everyone feels heard. Our technology platform is built on Microsoft Azure. So we've been able to obtain and utilize the software that Microsoft has built to really grow our company and grow our customer base.
Jones Software Corporation is a digital social impact enterprise. We focus on students K through 12, primary or secondary education, further, and adult learners, and corporations. When we look at the state of education, we started on the founding principles that all students should be treated equally. And we know through history that really has not happened. Jones Software is a byproduct of understanding that call to action. And so we've created an ecosystem that focuses on underserved, underrepresented youth.
Success doesn't happen in a bubble. You're going to need support. It was very difficult for us as a startup to come into the educational sector. We were not welcomed with open arms at all. Microsoft Black Partner Growth Initiative, it's an ecosystem. Microsoft is bringing in resources, whether that's human capital, business capital, subject matter experts to help in the technology aspects, especially with the software as a service. They are giving you a total commitment to take your business from A to Z.
Black Partner Growth Initiative is a way to step in and say, we understand that you guys can deliver. As they say in the South, we're going to fertilize the soil for you to give you a good foundation to build on. It's a program that they put in place to present a mechanism to increase the diverse pool. They provide us with access to resources, technical training. They gave us executive coaching. They have a team of people that all tell us what it is you're trying to do. What are the obstacles that you're facing?
I was introduced to the Microsoft Black Partner Growth Initiative by someone within Microsoft. They said, hey, look, we think that you would be a great partner with us. This relationship could be mutually beneficial to both parties.
And what was your response?
Absolutely. When do you want me to sign up and where?
Because our products are built and leverage the cloud, Microsoft's initiatives for using renewable sources and sustainability, our products are built on top of that. So we leverage their infrastructure, which gives us the ability to say we're supporting those same things.
Joining BPGI was, I'm going to say, a godsend. We really wanted to be treated like a corporation and not set apart. With BPGI, we've had insurmountable growth that would have taken Jones Software 3 years to accomplish.
Microsoft Black Partner Growth Initiative is so important, not only for the business of the Engage Media Company, but other African-American-led businesses. It assists you to level that playing field of value. Bringing on a partner like Microsoft provides the level of insurance sometimes with customers that allows them to say, hey, look, we're in good hands.
Stimulus is providing growth for the African-American community, making sure that they're obtaining amazing contracts and partnerships and resources that they need to grow, to hire, to maintain, to really help their community as they're thinking of creating generational wealth for their families.
In the future, my goal is to give back to the community. What Microsoft has done for us through the program and capital enablement, just set aside a certain number of funds to give to companies that are a minority to fund their growth.
What Engage Media looks like for the African-American community, we became trailblazers. We knocked down doors that now others can walk through. We can partner with them, and we can walk side by side with them. The benefit of being a Black-owned digital media technology company is your ability to be able to bring in some of the most compelling, diverse stories. And not only can you bring those experiences, man, you also know all the technology that goes along with it. The blend of those two things, priceless.
Hey, folks, just allow me to get my camera back on, and we will continue. So the video that you just saw was kind of a mix of the technology as well as the Microsoft partner thing that I was kind of alluding to earlier. So first, to talk about the technology, there was a lot of technology showcased in this video, the different ways they were creating different solutions and had different access to different techs that were creating solutions for business purposes, and for collaborative productivity purposes. And then also the partner part. So if you end up starting a business, a tech business, or you're a tech business already, and you're not a Microsoft partner, if you're working with Microsoft Tech, you should I highly recommend that you look at being a Microsoft partner and then joining the Black partners, so that you can take advantage of certain things like the Black Partner Initiative. So if you're interested in that, again, reach out to us at Anansi Tech. But let's move to the next, because now we're about to get into the meat of our program and have our speakers join. So our speakers today, we have Segu, Eric, and I forgot his name. I'm going to say his last name, Gamor. And apologies for butchering or about to butcher that first name. But Segu today is going to talk about, so in our initial event, we had him talking about creating a time off request. Well, we found out that time off requests can be created in a more easy way. So he's going to show how we can use AI, Microsoft Copilot, to create your own custom Power App, which would be the time off request. And then Eric is going to give us a talk on now I always say it wrong when I concentrate on it. So Balboa Pro platform, which is a platform kind of similar to LinkedIn, but he'll explain more on that. And then our last speaker will talk about data science and machine learning and entrepreneurship when it comes to tech professionals. So our first speaker, Segu, one of our co-founders. You can go ahead and take it away, Segu.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for the intro. So, hello, everyone. Let me share my screen.
While he's doing it, can I ask a question? Is
Yes.
this being recorded, the process, or can we record, or can we take, is this going to be shared later? Just a question.
Yeah, it'll be shared in the community.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Kindly give me a reaction if you can see my screen. So I'm Segu Essandoh. I serve as the Chief Technology Officer at NTC Tech. I'm also a solutions developer specialized in crafting solutions specifically tailored for the Microsoft ecosystem with a focus on Microsoft 365, SharePoint, and the Power Platform. So let's get into it. So today I'll be demoing how to build a time of request app using Microsoft's Power Apps with the help of our AI companion, Copilot. You can feel free to drop any questions you have in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer them while we go along or after my presentation. Thank you. So I'm going to give a brief introduction of what Power Apps is, then talk a little bit about Copilot and Power Apps Copilot, then go straight into the live demo. What is Power Apps? Power Apps is basically a tool by Microsoft that allows people or users at all level of computer expertise, people who don't write code, people who aren't traditional developers, to solve their own business applications without the time and expense of custom software development. So you don't need to know how to write code in a traditional programming language like C Sharp. Now, PowerApps uses PowerFX, which is a low-code language. If you are someone who works with Excel a lot, you might be familiar with formulas and logics, and these are similar expressions used by PowerApps. And with its drag and drop interface like PowerPoint, you can create your own applications as quick as ever. Now, with Copilot available inside the Power App Studio, it has made it easier for even an HR person to build business apps using Power Apps. So Microsoft Copilot is an AI feature that allows you describe what you need in plain English, which is similar to ChatGPT but better. There are a whole bunch of Copilot experiences. We have Microsoft Copilot for all the Microsoft Office 365 productivity tools. We have Windows Copilot, Copilot for GitHub, Copilot Studio for building your own Copilot. So lots of Copilots, but we'll concentrate on Copilot for Power Apps. With Power Apps Copilot, you can build an app, including the data behind it, just by describing the type of app you need by having a conversation with your Copilot. All you need is an idea. You just describe it, and Power Apps Copilot instantly builds a responsive Canvas app. And through the process of building the app, it creates a data table with a populated sample data. You can also instruct Copilot to make some modifications after the app has been built. So let's go into the fun part, demoing. Let me exit from my slides and okay. The demo goal should be nice to me today. So to go to your Power App Studio, you just in your browser, you go to make.powerapps.com and it brings you to the Power App Studio. In the Power App Studio, if you want to create, you just go to create and you have some common data sources you can create your app on. So if you come here to the home screen, you will have access to this text box area where you can input your prompt, but you may not be able to see this if your environment is not set up with the Copilot feature. So let me first of all show you how to set your environment to enable the Copilot feature. So you go to the settings here and you hit the admin center. So as it's loading, let's check the environment we are in. So we are in the test environment. So this is what we are going to enable the Copilot feature in. Okay, so here you go to the environment, then you go to the environment you want to enable the feature, the Copilot feature, which is the test environment. You hit the settings up here. So under the product, you click on features, and that's where you find the toggle to enable the Copilot feature. So you just have to enable these three toggles, the Copilot, this one, and the AI builder, and you are good to go. And since mine is already enabled, after enabling it, you just hit save. Since mine is already enabled, let's just exit from here and go back to the Power Apps Home Studio. So after enabling it, you'll be able to see this. And from here, you can input your prompt. You can as well choose the options here, any of the options here, if that's what you want. So for the purpose of this demo, let's instruct PowerApps Copilot to build a leave management system. Okay, I forgot an E here. Okay, let's hit enter and see. So before it starts creating the app, it populates a table for you. So from here, you can see that we have a leave management system table with some columns in here. And you see, we still have the Copilot panel here. So from here, you can, if you want something added to the table, or you want some changes inside the table, you can actually instruct the Copilot to do that. So let's just change the table name. Right now it's leave management system. So let's change the table name to time of request. So as it's working on it, on the left side, you have suggestions area here, which shows you the recommended prompts you can ask the Copilot to do. So you can, from here, if so, okay, as you can see, the name has been changed to time of request. One last thing before we create the app, I want to add last names to the employee name. It's just first name. So I just want the Copilot to add last names to it. Okay, so it has added last name, but I actually wanted it to add all the names together, not necessarily create a separate column for it. So let me just instruct it to combine the employee first name it seems it didn't quite catch that. So let's just go straight into, there's a human bit of it which you have to do yourself. So let's just go ahead into creating the app. Let's wait. Okay, good. All right. So in just some few seconds, Copilot just creates an app for you. So this gives you some time. Instead of you starting to build the whole thing from scratch, it actually saves you some time. Okay, so I have a, okay, it's already done. I was going to the backup one. It's always good to have a backup if all right. So as you can see, it creates an app for you, a fully functional app and responsive app. You can use it on your phone. You can use it on your tablet. So you can, if you want to create a new request, you can actually create it. It does everything for you. You can actually delete a request or edit a request. So it does the basic things for you. And after the app has been created, so inside the app, you still have access to your Copilot on the right side. And this Copilot enables you to add different controls, modify existing controls, and even its values. So let's try and use it to make some changes in the app. So let me change the header to red. Let me instruct the Copilot to change the header to red. Let's give it some time. Okay, so you just type what you need in simple plain English and it does it for you. Let's make one last change. I feel the header is too big, is too small, so I want Copilot to make it a little bit bigger. So let's change the selected containers height to 1/4 of its parent or height. Okay. So there are plenty things that you can ask and do with Copilot in PowerApps, and I don't want to bore you with that. I know this is looking a bit ugly, but hey, this is just a demo, so bear with me. So as you can see, the app looks too bland, too raw. Although Copilot helps with building the app and some customizations, you still need a human touch to it. You need to make the UI look nice and exciting. Move some buttons and controls here and there, and add some branding. That's why it's Copilot. It's just to assist you and not do all the work for you, but it saves you a whole lot of time. So let me just go straight into a time of request app I built and just show you some of the features in there. Okay, so this a time of request, and as you can see, it's looking a bit nicer than what Copilot did, because there's a human touch to it. You need to add your branding and all that. So what this app does is it's a time of request for organizations or employees come in there to request for leave or time off. So let me log in as an employee and request for leave. So this is my dashboard where I can see the all my requests, the pending requests, approved and also declined. So let me just create a new request. So there's actually a flow behind it. That let me create the request. Let me ask for 2 days. I really need a vacation. So let me just request for vacation. I think 5 days should be enough. Yeah. Let me change the approval manager so that I'll receive the email myself. Let me input my title. So even the text box area, Copilot can help you draft something. So let me submit the request, and there's a flow behind it. So after you submit the request, it sends the approval manager an email. I haven't received the email yet, so let's go through the other menus. So this is actually a collapsible menu where you can also check the leave balance you have. From here, you can check the company holidays available to you. Still waiting to receive the. Okay, I've received it. Let me show it to you guys. So it sends an email to the manager, to the approver, and right from the email, the approver can hit on the link and approve or decline. Let's wait a little bit for it to load. Okay, so the approver needs to log in as a manager. Then it takes the approver right to the request. So from here, you can just see the leave details and everything. So no, I'm a wicked manager. I'm going to decline. No, you are not going
Thank
on
you.
leave.
Thank you. You got the presentation to finish.
Yeah. So let me add some comments and just hit done. And after it's done, it sends another email to the requester to inform the requester that whether the request has been declined or approved. So let me. Yeah, so it sends. So because of time, I would have showed you guys the flow behind it, but because of time won't permit me to do that. So let me just end here and go back to the slides. Okay, so there are some useful resources and links in the slides. If you want to go in depth, the slides will be later uploaded in the Anansi Tech group on LinkedIn in case you want to go back to it. And that concludes my presentation. I hope you enjoyed this demo and thanks for your time.
All right. Thank you, Segu. Awesome stuff. So just to, add a little bit onto the end of what Segu was saying, Copilot can do so much to help you start off your apps and everything. But as he was saying, you also need that human touch. First of all, you need a person that understands how the app should work to actually give the right prompts. And then you also need the person with expertise on designing, the person with the workflow behind. So there's still elements that you need, but Copilot can definitely get you well on the way to creating your own custom app. And if you have the ability to add those other pieces and you have that expertise, you definitely can create a great experience for your folks. All right, so thank you, Segu.
And to be a little
You're
honest with
welcome.
you, being a little bit modest with this app because this thing not only automatically populates your calendars, it does a lot more. So he's being modest about what he did to that app. He did an excellent job on that app.
Yes.
Thank you, Harry.
Beyond the Copilot. The
Yeah.
Copilot. Actually, this app was even developed before we even had Copilot because Copilot this part actually just came out recently. So it probably would have helped Segu when he first started this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, a whole lot.
Somebody had a question? I thought I heard somebody say something. Okay. All right. Making sure. Okay. So moving on, we just heard from our other speaker. So he won't be able to make it tonight. So Eric will have some more time where he'll be talking, but it's a good thing because he'll be talking about a platform now. While we're talking a lot about Microsoft tech, I don't know why these slides keep moving like that. Apologies. Although we're talking about Microsoft tech a lot in this meeting, and this is a Microsoft tech community, we are also talking about Ghana tech. So this tech is tech that's being developed around the African culture, African work experience. It's, like I said, something similar to LinkedIn. So we need to make sure that we have not only are we using technology to our advantage that is available to us, but we're also looking to innovate and create new technology that will work for us in particular, and for us especially, that's made by us for us. So without further ado, I'll let Eric go ahead and take over and talk about the Boboa platform. Eric, I know I butchered it. Come on and correct me.
Okay, that's Baobab.
Yeah, Boba. I know every time I try to concentrate on it, I say it wrong. So anyway, thank you.
But it did well. I'll give you 80 over 100 anyway.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. So good evening everyone. You have a Eric, currently level final year student in the University of Cape Coast. And today I'm very happy to present on an amazing platform for every African to get to know that. So without further ado, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so please, if you can see my screen, kindly give me some reaction so that I can proceed with my presentation. Okay, then let's get started. Okay, so I think this is an amazing platform. So this is the second time I'm talking on this platform about this platform. So the platform name is Baobab. Baobab is made for and by Africans. So I think just like LinkedIn, most apps are there and they are very innovative. But Baobab is unique because it holds all African people, right, from different part of the world, especially on the African continent. So a little bit about me, I'm African Eric. You can see I'm a very funny guy, very exciting. I'm also the CEO of Tech for Everyone, which is trying to impact life through technology. I'm also a co-founder of, I'm also a co-organizer of TEDx University of Cape Coast, which is a upcoming program. Also a student entrepreneur and AI enthusiast. Yeah, so these are some of the pictures. I want to make my presentation somehow funny. That's why I added it. Okay, sure. So Baobab is an amazing platform. You can see the picture there, A New Africa. And it's more like a social media platform. So after here, I know all of you will love it, and you will love to create an account and start exploring, start connecting with other Africans from Nigeria, from Uganda, from Malawi, and from Kenya. You just mentioned it. So as I said, Baobab is a platform, professional and learning community. So one thing amazing is that it also have some aspect of learning for young African leaders, participants, and alumni of Mastercard Foundation program. Okay, so our overview will be simple. What is Baobab? How one can join Baobab? How to set up your profile? And the features are amazing. The features, we have the feed. We have some courses, and amazing courses, not just any other courses. And we also have some opportunity on Baobab, mentorship, and upcoming events. So you also look at how you can network on Baobab, and why am I saying that you should join Baobab? You look at that one too. So as I said, Baobab is a social, professional learning community for young African leaders. So you can see an African map. Yeah, very beautiful one. Okay, so if you want to join Baobab, I'll share the link in the video description or in the meeting description. I think I've been saying video description in my YouTube video, so unfortunately, just by the way, I'll share it in the meeting chat so that I can join. So that's it pretty much. You can sign up today. What are you waiting for? Okay, setting up a profile is very, very simple, just like LinkedIn. So look at my profile. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah, I know it's beautiful. And I've also made a full video on how you can utilize this Baobab platform. So I think it's directing us to the video. Just quick one, I'll come back right now. So I have made a full video, I think 17 video, talking about Baobab. Yeah, maybe if you are finding yourself, you just go through the video. Sure. I always try to make life easy for those who want to learn. Yes, sure. So let me try to just move on with so let's look at some of the features. Someone will be like, oh, how is Baobab like? I always say Baobab is LinkedIn for Africans, right? So it's more like it's for Africans because Africa, the two major languages that Africans we speak is English and French, and you have a section that there is a platform that accommodates all these two people, or these two that's the Francophone and the Anglophone countries. So this feature, the feed feature, just like any other social media platform, we have a feed feature. So it allows you to share posts about your achievements, success, pictures, quotes, and anything that you like to share. So you can share. So this, I have just screenshotted a few. So let me go there and show you some of the stuff that I've shared. I think, yeah, I'm always on Baobab, just like I'm always on LinkedIn. Yeah, so I'm hoping everything will go well so that I can move fast. So you can see how the platform is very amazing. And this is the feed feature that I'm talking about. So the feed feature is very simple. We are going to go through, see how people are sharing their story, some of the impacts. So you can see this is a health and medicine something. You can read for yourself. They are going to have a meeting. So this is the feed. Let me like it. Maybe I'll join when I have time. They also have, as I said, it's a community of Anglophone and Francophone. So you can see this is a French program. Yes, maybe I'll join and have some friends from French-speaking country. I think I'm rhyming too much. Okay, so that's it. That's the feed, and I think most of their program is sponsored by Mastercard. Okay, so that's the feed. You can go through just like any other. It's beautiful, and people are sharing stuff. They are always hosting programs. So this is a program, upcoming program. We have young, inspiring entrepreneurs who share their stories. So this This particular one, they will be talking about future of work workshop. Yeah, so that's for the future section. Let's move on to other, because if I'm saying that I'm showing you all the beautiful stuff that about have, I think we will spend much time here, more than we want. Okay, so it also gives users access to view and post. So imagine you see people post out there. You want to also post something. Yes, just like any other social media platform, you can also post your own, right? So this is one of the features that I really like. So Baobab has a feature that offers wide range of relevance, not any course that be course, right? We have relevant courses, right, tailored to university students and professionals. So one thing about these courses is that these courses is like they are very practical, right? Sometimes I can't even compare it in the courses that I have in my university, right? Sure, I can't even compare because they are amazing. They get time to teach you. And I think I'll compare their courses to Coursera, yeah, blow to blow. And one thing is that Coursera is paid courses, but this time around, their courses are awarded free. So when you are done, you're not going to pay anything, just free. Okay, so let's look at some of the courses that on Baobab. So they have courses on different categories. So you can look at the foundational skills, entrepreneurship skills, STEM skill, that's the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Digital skills, they also talk much about 21st century skills. I just like they cover everything that you need to be a successful employee or an entrepreneur, right? So let me just walk you through some of the courses. So just like the app, you just have to come to the courses and it will blow your mind, some of the courses that you will find on this platform. And I think let me try to show off a bit. Maybe that will motivate you to join the platform and try to really learn something. So I think these are the courses that I'm pursuing. I think this I've enrolled. Yes, so these are the courses that I've enrolled so far. Yeah, and since I'm on vacation, I'm going to put much work because it's amazing courses. And I just want to show you the one that I've completed. Okay. So these are the courses that I've completed, and they will give you certificates when you are done. You know, not any other certificate, very beautiful and an amazing certificate as well. And this is just free. Oh, where is my certificate? Okay, sure. So let me check whether I'll find a certificate very quick. Okay, so view certificate. Yes. So this is an amazing certificate. So this one, I got it on this 21st September last year, how to generate startup ideas. And this is just one of them. And I think after this, you are going to join and explore. There's a lot mentorship on Baobab. There's a lot. So these are the 3 courses that I've done so far. There's a lot that you can get from this platform. So let's move on, because there is a lot on the platform and I can't go very detailed, else the video will be very long. Let's look at another amazing opportunity on Baobab. That's the opportunity feature. So you can share, maybe you have an opportunity, you want some intern for your work, maybe you want to employ someone or anything, just share it on Baobab. Scholarship, just share it on Baobab. And it's equally allow you to find numerous opportunity and has shared by other users. So, you know, no man is an island, right? So you have to connect with people, and sometimes the opportunities that I see, people share, and sometimes I take advantage of it. So you can get opportunities like scholarship, employer partnership opportunities on Baobab as well. So there's another amazing platform on Baobab. The Baobab community have grown to the certain point that they are offering mentorship programs where other African professionals, please, sorry, a minute, sorry. Okay, so other African professionals, those who are in the IT, those who are in the health, I think there's a lot of opportunities. So let me try to. Okay. So these are some of the opportunities. You know, one thing amazing about this platform is that, you know, you get opportunities to other African countries, right? So this Senegal, that's Dakar, the capital of Senegal. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. It's an opportunity. So those who can read French, you can read it for yourself. And this is also an opportunity, internship opportunities in person. These are all in person. Yes, and the deadline. Yeah. So you can go through. They are countless. So that's for the opportunity. So let me come back to the. And you even have an opportunity. You even have an option to search by country, by date, by deadline. You know, this is amazing. So let me quickly go to the interpret and mentorship, right? So you see, this is an amazing person, right? Who is saying that I am Kennedy. Ask me anything about health, informatics, transition to this field, and potential in global health. So this is a health enthusiast, and they have a section where you can ask them anything, and they'll get time to answer you, right? So you see, there's a lot here. So ask me anything that okay, so some people have been like, so this is the guy I'm talking about. So people have been trying to assist other people. So you see this lady, she is also saying that she is a MasterCard Foundation associate at Solid Minds. Ask me anything about international students transition, right? So she is also offering help to other African, you know, and that's all, you know, making impacts in other people's life. So let me wrap up with the mentorship. They also have a standalone mentorship program called Global Give Back Circle. I think there is a lot on. I think I've joined their mentorship platform, and it's amazing. Yes, it's very amazing. So you can check for yourself. So even though the Baobab platform is not made for university students alone, as you can see, some of the opportunities that we see from some this platform. So opportunities, as I said, jobs, internship, funding, or scholarship. So you can get all these on this platform. Professional development, since Baobab has people who are very knowledgeable in this this field, being IT, being health, being communication, they are all on this platform. So Baobab give you that leverage to connect with them, just like LinkedIn, but Baobab is much focused on the African community. And let's talk about the mentorship. I think I've said this already. They have a section that allow you to ask me anything, where experts are available to answer, let's say mentor are available to answer mentees' questions. Yes. And as I also mentioned, networking and collaboration. So in this aspect is very simple. Maybe you are working on a project, an African project, and another, maybe I'm in Ghana. Right now I'm in Ghana. And maybe I'm working on a project. I found someone in Uganda who is also knowledgeable in that project, or we're doing something similar, we can collaborate and make it big. And that's what I'm doing. I think I'm having a program in Ghana, and I want to duplicate that program. I think it's tech skills for teachers. So I'm trying to duplicate the same program in Uganda, and I've gotten some friends on Baobab that they are doing it, and it's amazing. So I'm going to let you know some extra features. So as I said, it has French and in English. So if it's not just for English speaking countries, African English speaking countries, but French people too are there. That's the Francophone countries. So they have a message. You can message someone on this platform. You can see I have a lot of messages. Sometimes I do reply some of them. Yes, I do reply all of them, right? But some of them are also in group chats. So I think that's what the message. You can browse through, message someone, take people contacts on Baobab. So these are some of the messages that I had on Baobab, right? Sure. We check up, bros. We take people contacts on this platform, right? And most of us are African. You see, I saw this girl doing an amazing job, and I collected her contacts, and yeah, we are now friends, right? Sure. So that's the messaging aspect of Baobab. It also have notification and so forth and so on. Okay, so how can you join Baobab? I think I said I'll share the link, but Baobab has an app. This is an amazing feature, an app on both Apple Store and Play Store. So right from here, do well to just search for them and download it before it's too late. Okay, so I think I've talked much about this, and thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, everyone, and I'm available to answer every question.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much for coming and explaining the platform to us again this month. Just so y'all know, we're going to have Eric on monthly to keep us, trying to get back to the right screen, to keep us all apprised on what's going on the platform and how we can use it, so we can use it to our advantage. I mean, it's for us again. So we need to have more things like this where we're developing things for us, by us. But it looks like, okay. Just going to see if there was any questions. Okay. Well, welcome back, Carnegie. I see you made it back. All right. So let me go ahead and thank you so much, Eric, for that presentation. And again, we'll have Eric again every month to keep us on point on this platform. Why can't I find? Apologies, my other thing went down. Okay, there we go. All right. So now we would have had another speaker, but he can't make it tonight. So we're going to have our networking time. It's not really going to be, we're not going to break out into breakout rooms. We're going to keep the networking here since we have a intimate group. And for those of you who would be so inclined, we would love for you to participate in this part so we could talk about, what did you think about the tech today that was presented today? And how do you think it can be applied in your life or in our day-to-day lives? As well as how do you think we can get more Ghanaians engaged, or just more of us engaged, period, more of us Africans and Ghanaians engaged in the tech and tech community? So I'll start off, introduce myself. My name is Nakia Carter. I'm in Washington State at the moment, but I've been in Ghana for like 9 months and be going back soon. The tech field I'm mostly in Microsoft tech. My company is NTC NTC Tech Consultancy. And my purpose for joining the meeting is because I'm hosting, and I'm here to help share knowledge and experience and spread the love amongst the tech community and help build the tech communities in Africa and Ghana. So, anybody else want to jump in here?
My apologies. I was actually looking up boba online. I'm so sorry. My apologies. I am Harry Carter, and my goal is to help bring tech to Ghana, to help bring Ghana up to a point of technical. What word am I looking for? To bring you up to modern technology, to be able to have our own technology, to be able to collaborate amongst ourselves, build up collaboration, build up different finances, different type of industries. Right now, my mind is, I'm looking at something. I was reading Boba, and I got completely distracted and got thrown off. So, yes, but I'm happy to be here, and I'm gonna pass it on for right now.
Thank you. Anybody else? If you don't want to introduce yourself, you don't have to be so formal, but if you did want to just maybe talk to the presentation we had today, or ask any questions that you might have had, it's a good time for that too.
Hi, Nakia. I'll come off mute. My name is Carnegie Johnson. I'm the solopreneur of IOI Consulting in Sumter, South Carolina. Been a Microsoft partner for a few years. I love connecting with our African brothers and sisters in Africa, and like Harry was saying, to try to raise the bar and help businesses and individuals in Africa to become technically proficient and contribute. And so we get in these meetings, we see a lot more people who look like us. I've had the opportunity to travel to Accra, Ghana, and so I know that the talent is there, and it's a beautiful place and beautiful people, and I'd like to network. I put my LinkedIn in the chat. So if we're not already connected, I'd love to connect and keep the conversations going even after this meeting. Also, I love hackathons too. So anyway, if you're interested in my skills that bring to the table data and AI, and very much into the Power Platform, and my current focus is trying to pass the DP600 exam for Microsoft Fabric. So if we've got anybody on the call that's working on that, you want to collaborate, I'd love to. And there's a couple of hackathons actually going on around that. And there's an opportunity to get recognition and maybe even some money. So it's a lot of fun. I'm a lifelong learner. I love to learn, and there's a lot to learn every day. Thank you.
Yeah, that definitely is a lot to learn every day. Carnegie, thank you so much for your talk. Two things.
Jean-Claude got his hands up also.
Okay.
Hi,
Can
everybody.
you explain to? Oh, okay. Hold on one second, Jean-Claude. I just wanted Carnegie mostly to explain to folks what a hackathon is, just in case folks are on the line and it's like, what's that?
Yeah.
And then I'll get to you next, Jean-Claude. You'll be next.
Yeah. Typically most of the hackathons that I attend are the technical ones around coming out with ideas and solutions, focusing on a particular problem that the organizers will give you a theme, and you can be as creative as you want, and they may have certain requirements that you have to use. maybe certain things in your solution. For software developers, it's a lot of fun because software is always evolving. And of course, Microsoft is always evolving with the new products. And so, for example, this new AI challenge that Microsoft has coming out, it's going on right now. It's not coming out, it's going on right now. They want to incorporate use of the Power Platform and also tools like Microsoft Fabric in a solution and you're going to be judged too. Now you have judges. So you compete with people all over the world in most of the hackathons that I part of, but there are private hackathons with companies like Microsoft. They have their own internal hackathons, but I generally participate in the ones that are global, and you have judges. So they're going to be looking at your solutions from a global perspective. So if you have team members, let's say from Africa, and team members from the United States, that's a plus. Okay, because that's showing that your solution is going to be able to cross the geographic boundaries, and then you also have collaboration across global. And then whatever you come up with, if it's something that could be used globally, it's even more of an impact. So hackathon is fun. I forgot to mention that. I should say that at the start. It's usually a lot of fun because you don't know. I mean, you're learning and you just kind of like, trying stuff, and other team members are trying stuff, and then
And
you
it could be
bring it
over
all.
days, right? It could
Yeah,
be
it could
over
be.
hours or days or weeks,
Yeah.
depending on how long the hackathon is scheduled.
Yeah, really the most intense ones is when they put you in a room and it's like 48 hours. I've been in a couple of those. They're fun too, but boy, that could be pretty. It's like I'm not as young as I used to be, so usually those tend to be heavier with more of the young people that can stay up 24 hours without much sleep. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, but you also come out the other end of it with making a lot of friends and networking and skills that you could put on your resume, and then you could show your projects to other prospective clients or employers. Say, look, this is something that I could do, and you might even have a product out of it. So they've been winners that have actually gone on to productize their solutions and become manufacturers and ISVs and all that good stuff. So it's a lot of fun. I encourage you to take a look at it. The different hackathons that are available. They're ones, the two that I generally participate in, the software development ones that are right around like dealing with software and software technology and IoT, which might be dealing with like some hardware, but there's also that component of software in there as well. But then there's others that are just business related. Let's say you're building a business plan or other things, and that's not my cup of tea. But
Yeah, that's cool. I would love for you, Carnegie, to post any of those in the community, because I think you're part of the Nancy community. I think you already signed up to be a part of the forum part. So we have the company part where the events are, and then we have the community part where the forum is. So if you would, or if you have time, Carnegie, we would love for you to send those events to us or post them in the community so other folks can join them. And just to
Absolutely.
add a little bit to that, what Carnegie was saying, I've been to one of those, a couple actually ran 2 of those 72-hour ones where we built things for nonprofits, and I helped with the team that was building stuff out with Microsoft Tech, and then we had other teams that were building stuff out and full-blown code applications and full databases. But all the teams had the different parts. You had the project manager, you had the business analyst, you had the developer team, and you had your design team. So you would go talk to the nonprofit that you were wanting to do the work for. They would say whatever it was they wanted you to develop. You all got into a room. We literally spent the weekend there with snacks and stuff all over, and our sleeping bags and stuff all over the floor, and our kids and stuff, because we had to bring kids with us to participate over the weekend. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. We came up with a lot of awesome solutions for the nonprofits, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of networking, a lot of learning on the fly, a lot of learning under pressure, which can be very good sometimes when you're trying and learning with other people that are more experienced, which can help your learning accelerate. But then the networking and then the, getting to know these other communities that needed our help and being able to find out what those problems were so that we can develop to it, which goes into your experience skill set that you can use out in the next thing that you do or in the current thing that you're doing. So thank you so much for that, Carnegie. Really love that you brought our hackathons. If y'all are interested in that sort of thing, we could look into doing stuff like that as well. But next up, we have John Claude.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Hi.
Nice meeting you all. And so I feel so like I've learned a lot about co-pilot and just can't wait to be the first African co-pilot too. So much fun and so good to see like sometimes we have goals, objectives, the things you wanted to do, but you see other people have the same vision as you. It's so very, very encouraging. My name is Jean-Claude. I'm 28 years old here in Seattle, Washington State. I work for Accenture as a contractor at Facebook, but I just come back from the contract, and then next month I'll be with Google. But I still have this idea too of how can bring the tech into Benin Republic, and I've been collaborating with some folk at Microsoft and Ari and Nikki. I saw that they're on the continent doing something similar, and I feel so wow, very interesting. I was like, how can we collaborate and get this done? And so good. This is my first time here, and I'm looking forward to collaborate with you. You mentioned about hackathon. I love that one too. Anything that related to tech that we can do to help people back at home, get them the skill and then get them connected to the network and then help them get a job online. Anything that can goes along, I'm ready and I'm fully into that. And nice meeting you all. I put my LinkedIn profile in the chat. You can reach out anytime. We can collaborate and do great things together. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much for that, John Claude. And also thank you for saying that you put your LinkedIn in the chat, because I was just about to say that and I forgot. Please, for the folks that are on the call, if you want to network, especially after the fact, make sure you put your LinkedIn in the chat so other folks can connect to you. And then thank you so much for your comments, John Claude. We are really looking forward to working with you in Benin and to help and hopefully get the whole Western region of Africa down. So we'll see how far we can go.
Yeah. I can see that. It's so very encouraging to see that. I was trying to. I get in touch with the man who was the co-founder of Microsoft Lead Program, Mr. Adam Williams, and I had a meeting with him one time, and he was telling me he had some senior stuff like that he wanted to do in Nigeria, but I think he went to Nigeria this year. But he was telling me that he's willing to bring whatever he's doing in tech to Benin too. So I think down the road we'll try to get hold of him because he's a very really resourceful. He contribute for Microsoft to build those to our Africa Development Center in Kenya and Nigeria. I think Adam Williams was involved into it, and he was really helpful to try to get Microsoft do that in the continent. So I think down the road he's gonna be a very good, resourceful person to talk to. And thank you so much for the collaboration. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, we appreciate you reaching out, and thank you so much for your comments.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looking forward to working with you further on this. All right, Joel, I believe you're the next one.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, Joel.
Or good evening. Hey, Miss Nikki, how you doing?
Good.
I have to
Been a
run in
while.
a couple of minutes because I have an all hands meeting to run to, but I'm here. I'm in the DC area. I work for Madwood Technologies, and I'm here just to support the community. I'll put my LinkedIn in the chat here if I can find it. Oops, that's another link. I didn't want to put that in there. I lost it. I'll put it in the chat. But yes, I'm here to support the community. I'll put my details in the chat so you guys can link up with me. And if you need anything, feel free to reach out. My focus is generally project management and system architecture in the Microsoft stack. So that's where my focus is at. So if you want to be a PM or work in SharePoint and PowerShell, I'm your man. All right, I got to run because they're already giving me the hook. So take care,
All
everybody.
right.
All right.
See you, Joel. Have a good one.
I'll put it in the chat before I leave. Give me a second.
Thank you. See ya. Oopsie. Okay. So anyone else? Okay, that was. All right. So looks like that's the end of our talk and our meeting for today. So let me go ahead and wrap up. We're wrapping up a bit early today, but again, we didn't have our last speaker due to some miscommunication. So we'll make sure we have that tighter. But here is a link to getting your own developer account. So if you're wanting to try some of the things that we're talking about during these community calls, you're wanting to try out things that we haven't talked about during the community calls, but they're all in the M365 system. If you sign up for your own free developer account, yes, it is free. You get, I think, about 25 licenses to use, and it's E5 licensing. So you have the ability to create things in M365, in SharePoint, in Power Platform. So it gives you a lot of ability to practice. We hope that you enjoyed today's meeting and enjoyed networking with us. We appreciate your time, and we hope to see you next month. Here are our QR codes for the community page, which is for discussion and questions, for the post-event survey, because we would love to know how we can make this event better for you all, or the things that we're doing, we should continue to do, and the Nancy Company page where you see all of the events and you can sign up for the next event. Our next event is to be announced, but it will be on Thursday, May 23rd, which is the fourth Thursday of the month. Same bat time, same bat channel, 6:30 to, the doors open at 6:30 GMT, which is, I think 11 o'clock Pacific, and I forgot what Eastern is. And then they close our presentation and content starts 30 minutes later. So you can come in, enjoy the music, get energized, and get ready for the topics that are going to come. But we will announce the speaker and the topics coming up soon. Until then, we appreciate your time and have a great one.